Hey guys, Scott from Realistic Outdoors here. I'm really excited to be bringing you this new mini series. We're going to be building a Peltier device for heating and an air conditioning that you can use in a variety of situations. Personally, I built this one for my mini camper that you may have seen me build here on the YouTube channel. It's called Bear Essentials. If you hadn't had a chance to check that out, you can click right here and you can watch the series. Otherwise, let's get started. I would like to share with you this wicked build that I've done using a Peltier. And you ever wonder how one of those little mini fridges works? I did. So I took one apart and I was amazed at how this piece of equipment, this little semiconductor chip worked. Basically, this Peltier device, or TEC, thermoelectric cooler, is a whole bunch of PNP semiconductors sandwiched between two pieces of ceramic. When you apply 12 volts to it, one side gets hot, the other side gets cold. And what you do with that, well, there's a lot of things you can do with that. Here's one of the things that I've been doing. Check this out. One of the things I like to do is proof of concept. And by that I like to build everything out of cardboard first, using cardboard and a hot glue gun. I can develop the size, space, and everything in a quick amount of time. The Peltier devices are tiny, and the fans have specific size, and I have a very specific size that I need to fit in my camper. But one of the most important things is that the CFM of the fans that I'm using, in the size of the cavity that I have, is it going to be enough to blow a decent breeze of cold air out, and on the heat side of the hot air out? So, and that's one of the reasons that I use my cardboard. I built the cardboard, and this is a perfect instance of why. So I will show you the stages of what I did for my proof of concept. Okay, so I measured out the space I needed for the footprint, and then I cut out a piece of cardboard, and then I mounted my two Peltier devices with heat sinks together on the separating device. I'd like the two different Peltiers so that when I turn one on, I can have a small temperature change, and if I turn two on, I can have a little bit colder, a little bit hotter. So here I'm just reinforcing the box. I'm getting the size out because I want to make sure that the fans are going to fit, and like I said before, that the actual cavity will blow the proper amount of air, because I'd like a decent amount of volume. So I've put this whole thing together with a bit of tape and some hot glue, and then I put a lid on it. Literally, I put a lid on it. And I set up some temperature probes here so that I could see my input and my output. My outputs of both sides. I have an output on the heat side, you see here, and then I had an output on the cool side, which you'll see on the other side. So I was able to achieve quite nicely with a test that I was dropping from my room temperature, which was 20 degrees, into 17 with the single Peltier turned on. And and always make sure that your wires are well connected, because I burned out my first Peltier by accidentally not having one of the cooling fans turned on properly. So yeah. Alright, just started a proof of concept. I've wired them in a little better just to make sure there's no loose connections. I've already burned out one Peltier device. So I got one probe on the output of the cold and one on the output of the hot. That is the fan that's my blower. So now the output is getting up to 24 at the back and 18 at the front. We'll just give this a run for a few minutes. Okay, I got one Peltier device on, and I'm running 17 degrees out here. It's 20 degrees room temperature, so it's drawing in 20, and I have 28 degrees out the back, so that's gonna work as a heater. And it should work as a cooler if I get the second one on. Oh, we're up to 29 degrees now. 28, 29. It's bebopping back and forth. Hey guys, I hope you're really enjoying how I put this together. There's several components and several parts to this, so it'll take us a little while to get through it. But if you're enjoying this, please take the moment to subscribe. It really helps us out. Like and comment. I want to hear what you guys are talking about. I want to hear some of the ideas you have. Have questions. So ask me the questions between the segments. I will comment and answer as absolute many as I can. But please, please subscribe and send me some questions. I love answering those questions. I have done a lot of testing on this stuff, so you're welcome to get as technical as you like. Anyway, I'll see you in the next segment. Thanks.